Hello, my name is Kevin Jones. I'm a workers' comp specialist in Eastern North Carolina, and I'm going to talk to you today about trends in workers' comp claims in the fall of 2017. One of the biggest concerns that I have and that a lot of us have is the lack of access to good quality specialists, surgeons, neurologists, orthopedists, neurosurgeons, any type of specialty that would be involved in these kinds of claims. The options are becoming more and more limited. More of these doctors, good doctors, trying to help their patients, are being pushed out of the system because they can't get the treatment that they're recommending approved. They finally throw up their hands and they say, I can't do this anymore, and they stop taking workers' comp. I understand why they do it. I understand their frustration, and I wish that it did not have to be this way, but this is what I am seeing. I am seeing a concerted effort by many insurance carriers, many self-insured employers, to basically limit the options of the injured worker, to so frustrate these doctors, these very good doctors that used to take workers' comp, that they just won't anymore. And so then all we have left in many situations are handpicked, under contract sometimes, company doctors whose opinions we can't trust. The injured worker can't trust that doctor's opinion. I can't trust that doctor's opinion because we know that that doctor is the doctor that they're getting sent to by the insurance company on a regular basis. All the injured workers at a particular company go to this doctor. Well, why is that? And so when there's that potential for bias, there is always that potential for that doctor not giving an honest opinion, and that's what we really want to know. What is wrong and what really needs to be done to fix it? And if that's going to be an expensive surgery, so be it. And that's the problem. That's what we're seeing. Surgeries being denied, treatment sometimes just testing, sometimes physical therapy, sometimes just a prescription because it happens to be a little too expensive in the eyes of the adjuster. So these doctors just say, that's it, enough, I'm done, I'm not taking these cases anymore. And it's gotten to the point where in many circumstances, especially in Eastern North Carolina, the option is down to one or maybe two. And one of them is a doctor that we know is a regular expert hired by insurance companies, hired by the defense in these kinds of claims. And we know that's a doctor's opinion who we can't trust for that very reason. If you're in that situation, if you're being told things like, well, that doctor's not in network. There is no such thing as in network or out of network in a workers' comp claim. There's no contractual in network kind of situation like you might have with health insurance. So if you're being told that, that's not really the case. There's no such thing as in network or out of network. The problem is getting the physicians to be willing to see an injured worker in a workers' comp setting, in a workers' comp claim. It needs to be a situation where you trust the opinion of the doctor that you're seeing. Period, end of story. It needs to be an unbiased opinion by a qualified physician, specialist, depending on your circumstances. Whatever it is that you need, that's what needs to happen. And it's not happening nearly enough in a workers' comp case in North Carolina. And it often becomes the focal point of the fight between myself and their lawyers over who the treating physician is going to be. That to me is probably the biggest trend. That was not really the case many years ago. It would happen every once in a while, but for the most part, It was going to be a local doctor who was a well-respected doctor who was going to see the patient, who had the right expertise, and that was it. Not so much anymore. If you find yourself in that situation, give us a call. I'm happy to sit down and talk with you about what your options are as far as treatment to try to get you the care that you need.